Hey guys, it's day 4 of my 31 Days of Fright, and I'm hoping you're really enjoying my movie review so far. It's been fun, for me at least. I hope you're having a good time also. So, what's today's movie, you're asking? Well, if you're a fan of horror comedies, this one's definitely up your alley. This one's personally one of my favorite parodies in general. It's basically taking two of the biggest sci-fi franchises in the world and combining them into one. And what are those two franchises? I'll get into that a little bit later. But how I discovered this movie is that I was at a local Alamo Draft House, and they were playing it just for some random feature, and the whole crowd just started busting guts. It was just that hilarious. I especially find it more enjoyable if you've actually seen the original movies that they're making fun of first, just to get you that extra laugh out of yourself. So, and what is this movie, you're asking? It's called Shocking Dark. Ooh, scary. But it's anything but, really. So let's get into this. This is Shocking Dark. So the plot takes place in the year 2000 in Venice, where the algae in the water starts to eliminate all the oxygen, causing the area to be uninhabitable.
Threatened by the high tide. The seaweed is killing the oxygen in the waters. This is Venice today. What will happen tomorrow?
Yeah, that's very riveting storytelling. I guess Bobby was right. Save itchy algae.
The government has declared it a disaster area and has ordered the evacuation of the few remaining survivors. Venice is now a dead city.
And many years later, the military takes control, and the only people that are allowed to live there are scientists that live in underground bunkers. But of course, that doesn't last long when the base gets attacked. And a special group of soldiers are sent in to rescue any survivors and retrieve any data.
All right, you bunch of pussies, I'm back and I'm kicking ass.
I wonder what this sounds like. I mean, you have a group of special elite soldiers gearing up, and do you know what these special operations soldiers call themselves?
Well, I guess the shelter wasn't so impenetrable after all.
Yeah, but they didn't have the Marines from the Megaforce.
Yeah, they call themselves the Megaforce. With their bedazzled motion trackers, I mean, how can you tell where they're coming from, let alone how many things are around you?
14 yards!
Finding a little girl in the middle of the chaos, someone stuck in a nest and asking them to kill them.
Please kill me. Kill me, please.
Okay, it's pretty obvious what this movie is a ripoff of. If you haven't figured out yet, it's Aliens. A fucking Dollar General version. I mean, look at these actors playing their roles. They're so over the top and trying so hard. They even have their scripts in front of objects in front of the camera so they can read their lines. Oh, but it's just so conveniently placed that you don't notice.
It's not alive, that is. It's not alive until it finds something to live in, something to reprogram on the basis of its own genetic program. A chromosome data bank. It's like a floppy disk. You insert it into the right computer and it literally brings its program to life.
Before I go any further, we have to talk about Samantha, the girl that they find, the Newt ripoff, if you will. I swear that her only lines are just to scream Sarah over and over and over again. It happens so many times that it just gets funnier the more times she says it.
Hold on, honey. Sarah! Don't let go. I got you. Hold on. Hold on.
So this movie also has the most that's convenient plot twist I have ever seen. Like here when Sarah said that the Tubular Corporation, yeah, they're called the Tubular Corporation, is just making Venice a lot worse. Then 99 Cent Newt finds a video saying the exact same thing that Sarah was saying.
Everything started here. I'm sure of it.
The only thing that started here was a plan to recuperate the Venice Lagoon.
Stop it. Everybody knows that the Tubular Corporation is nothing more than a big cover-up. Your largest shareholders are arms dealers and speculators like Levine and Benson, warmongers developing chemical and bacteriological weapons.
You haven't the proof to back that up. The Tubular Corporation was given the contract to reclaim Venice. If we didn't succeed, it was because something abnormal prevented us from doing so. The same abnormal phenomena that we're investigating right now.
Stockholders, welcome to the Operations Center, heart of the Tubular Corporation. The Save Venice project is about to be launched from this very room. By tomorrow, the underground aqueduct that connects us with the Lagoon City will be fully operational. Thanks to the kind intercession of two of our major shareholders, Mr. Levine and Mr. Benson, 75 milligrams of NOR and 80 milligrams of KSC will be infused into the purifying filters spanning the tubes. These substances will further pollute the water, already devoid of oxygen, and will definitely make Venice a dead city. The Tubular Corporation is the largest owner of the city's real estate, works of arts, and museums. Within precisely 750 solar days, we will thus be able to proceed with the true reclamation plan and resell our property together with that acquired after the total collapse of the city for more than 70% of their present value. Now, this financial strategy has already been approved by the majority, but we are looking for total adhesion from the rest of our shareholders. We hope we can count on your cooperation today, and of course, naturally, we request the maximum discretion regarding this operation. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
How convenient. Makes a lot of sense. And this is when you find out that the tubular guy is a machine.
And they'll continue to construct increasingly perfect weapons. True war machines.
He's a machine too.
You're a replicant.
Gee, I wonder what he's supposed to be. I mean, it makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. His acting is so bad that the only thing he can deliver are those cold, emotionless lines like a machine would.
You still haven't realized that I'm immortal. I'm the most perfect thing ever constructed by the Tubular Corporation.
I have to give the guy who made this movie credit. He knew what he was doing with his actors. Or this part at near the end when Tubular Terminator decides to blow up the base to cover his tracks. You see Sarah and Samantha cower in fear as they're about to die. I mean, that sucks. It sucks to see main characters die. I was starting to really like them. It really does suck to see them go.
We're gonna die. We're both gonna die.
Attention, life form on board.
Hello, welcome aboard the Tubular Time Pod. Today we will be traveling to the past. You have 10 seconds to fasten your seatbelts. Please don't forget to take your time-space microprocessor, which is located under the screen. Thank you.
Really? Well, that's convenient. It's not every day where you just happen to stumble across a fucking time machine. and they just happened to go back to Venice before all this bullshit happened. After all's said and done, this movie is just great. This is a Hardware Wars level of greatness, even though it's just low budget and cheap and try to get their sneaky little hands in the Alien and Terminator franchise. It's really a lot of fun and have a good laugh. So I actually do recommend you watch this with a group of people. It's just more enjoyable that way. Especially if you're a bunch of sci-fi nerds like I am, you'll get a huge kick out of it. And you know what the funny thing is that this movie was originally called Terminator 2. Then James Cameron came in and was like, no, you can't do that. Then the real Terminator 2 came out, and let's just say that Terminator 2 blows this Terminator 2 out of the water. So if you're interested in watching this, you can actually find it on Amazon Prime for free. So get a group of friends together, have a good laugh, have a good rest of the month. I hope you enjoy my reviews. Like I said before, I will be having a written review in my social media accounts. The links will be in the descriptions. Hope you enjoy reading those also. And have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.